It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game, you know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here comes the heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. And they're able to get him on the ground. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time with my...
Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Huskers want to move quickly. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
just going to chew up the ground yards, just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Firing to the right, complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, out-breaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? The offense. Have to use its first timeout of the half. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Explosive running play, David. Why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, put that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Utes moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Payne. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep the drive alive. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Trying to barge their way in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Trying to punch it in. He gets it down to the 3 and not an inch further, and they get a stop on 4th and goal.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Looking for room. It's McGarry. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Nebraska! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The RPO, it's complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Utes are in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Utah! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their 1st game, scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Breaks into the open. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is running away with this one. Not since the days of Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside has this offense looked this dynamic. They're up 14 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They booted away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now on second down. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on! Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Utes in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
At the 26. Coming up, fourth down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Utes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The kick is on its way. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he can hit that turbo button.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Right back to him on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They punted away on fourth down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Looking for space. It's Payne. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Utes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Pulled and finds his man on the left. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? The Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates a negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On the run from inside his own 5. Oh, what vision. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Extending the play. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Huskers want to crank the tempo. They'll run it in the red zone. It's sacked. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He makes a grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, and that's a throw the quarterback, I think, has got to make, right? He's a left-handed quarterback. He's rolling to his left, so this should feel comfortable for him. It just wasn't an accurate throw. The defense comes away with a pick.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and 10 from their own 13. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pulls it in. It's Bean. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first three periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Utes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bean. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking for room, it's McGarry. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. To the air on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Makes the catch. Oh, the sweet feet. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Give to the running back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man on the outside. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they'll go for two to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. Takes a snap, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble to try to win it right here moment goes awry. They're still down by one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins.